Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Please pay attention to the following announcement. In the event that Addition Financial Arena must be evacuated, arena visitors must follow the instructions of arena staff and evacuate the arena immediately. If seated on the floor level, please proceed to the nearest corner exit and exit Addition Financial Arena through the ground level doors. If seated in the lower level or 100 sections, please proceed either up or down the stairs to the exit nearest you. If seated on the upper level or 200 sections, proceed down the stairs to the main arena concourse and then to the exit nearest you. We appreciate your attention to our evacuation procedures. Enjoy your visit to Addition Financial Arena.
Have you ever wondered if there was a place that could help you unleash your full potential? Where access to excellence isn't guarded by ivy, but open to all who strive for greatness. Where education leads to more than a degree. It opens the door to a career and a better life. A place where your dreams can inspire discoveries that uplift humanity. A place where hard work, determination, and commitment drive achievement. where imagination ignites invention and innovation. Where the lines between science and creativity converge, pushing the boundaries of possibility. That place is here. The University of Central Florida. A place for those who dare to invent the future. A place for people like us.
Honored guests, please welcome the incredible graduates from the University of Central Florida. Please welcome the esteemed faculty and scholarly top honor graduates to the ceremony.
This is big. You made it. The culmination of hard work, perseverance, and focus that manifested into this momentous landmark. UCF Knights, you earned this. Today makes it official with the credentials, but the mirror speaks clearly and says, unleash your potential. Passion from within drove you into fifth gear. Now your engines roar to take flight. You dared to reach for the stars when stars were out of sight. We see you. You proved beyond a reasonable doubt that success is available and accessible. An example of when vision for the future overrides any challenge of defeat. It's why the refreshing wave of victory tastes so sweet. Cheers to all milestones represented here. PhDs, masters, and bachelor's degrees. You should be proud. Celebrations to relive. Are you aware of the hope you give? Especially today, as families swell with pride, a domino effect of transformation transpires in the lives around you. Personal and professional community is strengthened, stabilizing like iron ore. The good news is there's more. With dedication at the root, greatness grows and bears fruit through the unleashing of your potential. The power to positively change the world exists within you. You who are the next leaders, healers, inventors, entrepreneurs, creatives, creating spaces for immeasurable impact. You are relentless. Charge on, O Knights of Black and Gold, because with that, the golden opportunities that await are as endless as your potential.
Please welcome the platform party for our ceremony.
Good morning, it's time to graduate. Good morning to you. Good morning, UCF family, welcome to Commencement. My name is Dr. Adriana Frame, and it is my pleasure to serve as the Vice President for Student Success and Wellbeing at the University of Central Florida. The university is honored to welcome graduates, esteemed guests, and online viewers to the 177th commencement exercises of the University of Central Florida. I can think of no better way to start a very special Saturday morning than with a spirited celebration of scholarship, support, service, and student success. Assembled are the graduates of the College of Business Administration, the College of Engineering and Computer Science, the College of Optics and Photonics, and the Rosen College of Hospitality Management. To begin our ceremony, our vocalist Jose Velez and our organist Andrew Walker, who are beside the platform on the main floor, will lead us in the singing of our national anthem. Will all please rise if you are able, and gentlemen, if you'll remove your caps.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early night what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say those that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Thank you, Jose and Andrew, and if everyone will please be seated. And now, please welcome the President of the University of Central Florida, Dr. Alexander Cartwright.
Thank you, Dr. Frame, and welcome everyone to this momentous event for our graduates and their loved ones. Graduates, today we celebrate the incredible hard work, persistence, and adaptability you displayed in unleashing your potential and reaching this important milestone in your life. We are honored to recognize you with the degrees you have earned. During your time at UCF, you have shown optimism, compassion, and persistence, proving that knights will rise to every occasion. With unstoppable determination, you turn ambition into action, transform knowledge into breakthroughs, and advance industries and technologies that move our world forward. Family and friends, our graduates would not be where they are today without your support. Their lives will be forever impacted by your care and encouragement. For all you have done, we want to show our gratitude. Would all the guests of our graduates please stand if you are able? And graduates, please identify, if you can, your family members, and let's give them a large round of applause. Thank you so much for being such an important part of the UCF family. You may be seated. Today's graduates join an extensive network of UCF alumni who are making a difference in our society. For example, Rob Cantor is a 3-time UCF graduate with 2 engineering degrees and an MBA. Today, Rob is the Vice President of Business Analytics and Industrial Engineering at Universal Destinations and Experiences, the theme park unit of NBC Universal that includes the newly opened Epic Universe. Yes. He leads large-scale, high-impact projects that boost efficiency, elevate the guest experience, and drive millions of dollars in revenue and profit gains. And the class of 2025, we look forward to your next great accomplishments. Your university has been on an unprecedented journey from the start. UCF was founded in 1963 to educate the talent needed to support our nation's space program and the ambitious goal to land humans on the moon, a challenge that seemed impossible at the time. This institution has been doing bold things ever since to energize Florida's economy and transform lives for a brighter and a better tomorrow. This is what UCF does. We dare to boldly invent the future. Graduates, you earn a degree from an institution rising in excellence, rankings, and impact as Florida's premier engineering and technology university. Today, we celebrate colleges that exemplify this momentum in fostering society's next innovators, leaders, and problem solvers. For example, our professional sales team in the College of Business is a perennial national champion. Our Rosen College of Hospitality Management programs are world leaders. Our cyber defense competition team leads the country in national championships. Our College of Optics and Photonics is among the world's best. And UCF is routinely ranked the #1 supplier of talent for the aerospace and defense industries. Our faculty and student researchers in the colleges here today conduct leading-edge research aimed at solutions for society's greatest challenges, from combating human trafficking and enhancing cybersecurity to harnessing artificial intelligence and advancing hypersonic flight. All of this and much more happens at an institution U.S. News & World Report ranks as one of the top 5 most innovative public universities in the country. And the most innovative university in Florida. This distinction results from the excellence of our exceptional people and today we celebrate you. We celebrate the risk takers and innovators who make an impact by embodying the values of entrepreneurship and partnership. Please congratulate the graduates of the College of Business Administration. We celebrate students who earn 1 in every 4 engineering and computer science degrees awarded from Florida's public universities. Let us congratulate the graduates from the College of Engineering and Computer Science. We celebrate students who advance imaging and how we sense the world around us. Let us congratulate the graduates of the College of Optics and Photonics. And we celebrate the future leaders of the hospitality industry who receive their degrees from the #1 hospitality school in the world, according to CEO Magazine, World Magazine. Please congratulate the graduates of the Rosen College of Hospitality Management. Before we continue, allow me to acknowledge special members of the UCF family who could not be with us today. Our graduates who are active duty military and have been called away to serve our country. We are also honored to recognize additional groups of graduates who are with us today. Graduating members of our ROTC programs who have just been or are about to be commissioned as officers in our armed forces, our graduating student veterans, our graduating active duty military, and our graduating military-connected students. Will these graduates please rise and accept our thanks and congratulations. Several people who are important to the university are with me on the platform and will not be introduced later. I ask them to stand and remain standing as they are recognized, and I ask that you hold your applause until everyone has been introduced. Tiffany Altizer, Member, UCF Board of Trustees. Rhonda Bishop, Vice President for Compliance, Ethics, and Risk. Dr. Andrea Guzman, Vice President for Access and Community Engagement. Janet D. Owen, Vice President for Government and Community Relations and Associate General Counsel. Dr. Winston Schoenfeld, Vice President for Research and Innovation. And Anita Gabbard, Staff Advisory Council Representative. Throughout campus and in our community, our faculty help students discover their passion and find their paths. We are fortunate to have faculty who are committed to academic excellence, pushing the boundaries of their disciplines, providing groundbreaking research that improves lives, and mentoring the next generation of thinkers, innovators, and leaders. For all of this and much more, our faculty have our sincere appreciation. Members of the UCF faculty, please stand so we may recognize your contributions and impact. Our commencement speaker is Mark Saltis, a proud alum and principal launch engineer at SpaceX. For more than a decade, Mark has launched rockets and people into space. His current work centers on the Starship program, SpaceX's ambitious effort to make humanity multiplanetary. He started with Starship as the launch director for its first prototype, Starhopper, and has supported the program's development through suborbital, high altitude, and orbital flight tests. His current responsibility is to bring Starship home to Cape Canaveral. Earlier, Mark developed and executed the first ever fully automated launch countdown sequences for the Falcon 9, Falcon Heavy, and Starship vehicles. This innovation, designed to make rocket launches boring by minimizing human error, was a key enabler of SpaceX's record-breaking launch cadence. It aided more than 500 successful missions, including critical national security payloads, scientific research, and human spaceflight. Mark believes human spaceflight is our greatest honor and most solemn responsibility. He is proud to have helped end U.S. reliance on Russia to send astronauts to the International Space Station and has directed historic missions, including the first ever private mission to the space station and the first human flight to orbit Earth's poles. Prior to SpaceX, Mark worked at Earthrise Space Foundation and Richard Petty Motorsports. Please join me in welcoming Mark Saltus.
Wow. This is pretty rad, I'm not gonna lie. But first and foremost, congratulations, graduates. It truly is an incredible honor to be a part of the recognition and the celebration of your accomplishments today. And congratulations to all the families, the friends, and the loved ones, those here with us today, as well as those following along at home. I'd like to thank Dr. Cartwright, the Board of Trustees, the deans, the faculty, and the staff, not only for this privilege, but also for the work that you do every day, educating the next generation of leaders. And thank you for believing in space. I first set foot on this campus in 2009. It was a real epic time for America's space program, to put that lightly. The space shuttle would fly for the final time in 2011. Its replacement, Constellation, canceled in 2010. The commercial launch sector was very much just getting its feet wet, and American astronauts' only ride to space was on a Russian capsule. A pivot to power generation, defense, or maybe just a professional beach bum was probably the right move. But I was all in on space, and so was UCF. In fact, UCF never blinked. For a university with tens of thousands of students, I remember some of my advanced space systems courses with less than 10 students in the room. But like Dr. Cartwright said, this is what UCF does. UCF dares to boldly invent the future. And that time is now.
Houston, we have a problem.
Actually turned out better than I thought. This is a line you've likely heard from Commander Jim Lovell, or more famously from Tom Hanks portraying Jim Lovell in the movie Apollo 13. A quick breakdown though for those who haven't. Apollo 13 was NASA's 1970 lunar mission that experienced a mid-flight anomaly. The mission objective quickly pivoted from walking on the surface of the moon to getting the astronauts home safely, which they did. The mission was deemed a successful failure. Apollo 13 planted a seed in my brain. I was so envious of everyone involved in that program, from the control room to the launch pad, even the dudes stranded in the capsule, like, tag me in. But in 1972, our country saw its last Apollo mission, Apollo 17. That was 52.5 years ago. What does that mean? What that means is that in over a half century, no human has left Earth's orbit. Speaking at Rice University in Houston, President John F. Kennedy ended his commencement address saying that the Apollo mission is the greatest adventure on which man has ever embarked. And that's how this commencement is going to start, in earnest. In our generation, right now, we have an opportunity to make spaceflight as routine as modern airline travel. For humans to know and live a life among the stars. For the first human being to be born on another planet. That's a real life extraterrestrial. And while JFK may have centered his focus in Houston, we all know it's going to happen right here in Central Florida. I've been extremely fortunate to spend the last decade of my life navigating through the highs and the lows of rocket development and balancing the mental pressure and the emotional weight of human spaceflight. It's been nothing short of a perfect storm, and I could not be more grateful. There are two key lessons I've learned along the way that I hope will help you as you start out on your own journey, kind of into the uncharted waters. Lesson number one, it should scare you, but you should never be afraid of it. Let me repeat that since it's a little bit of a paradox. It should scare you, but you should never be afraid of it. This is a lesson I give to our launch and our flight controllers. These are the guys and the girls operating the rockets and the spacecraft and the launch pads. One of the things that I tell them is that the day that you walk into a control room thinking that nothing can go wrong, you have everything completely under control. That's the day you need to turn around and you need to walk right back out. At the same time, though, being so afraid of what can go wrong that you can't execute is just as problematic. It's a lesson in balance, and we need to be somewhere right in the middle. Thinking back to an early development test, I was in control of a rocket that all of a sudden decided it just really wanted to blow itself up, fully loaded on a launch pad. In a matter of seconds, I had the voices of 10, 15 operators in my ear all at the same time, triaging their systems, providing assistance, trying to help. My heart rate went up, but time slowed down. I filtered out all the noise. I knew what I needed to do, and the one operator I needed to hear confirmed it clear as day. The rocket had 20-ish seconds to live. We secured it in 18. There's another free lesson hidden there about remaining calm. If you panic, they panic. So don't panic. It was not the physical actions we took that day that saved the rocket, but the proper balance between confidence and fear that allowed us to execute them. Being balanced is not a lesson that's isolated to a control room. It's applicable to everything that we do in life. The ideas, the hopes, the dreams that scare you are the innovation that we need. And we need people who can balance awareness with action. Lesson number two, never stop learning. I've been extremely fortunate to work alongside some of the most brilliant minds in the world. One of those brilliant minds is actually here with us today, my sister Natalie. Natalie used to tell me, no one has ever said, I wish I didn't learn that. Every new thing you learn opens your mind. It makes you look at problems in different ways. Learning art history actually makes you better at designing rocket propulsion systems. Learning how to TIG weld makes you better at accounting. And one of the things I found enlightening during my career is it's kind of cool to suck at something. Let yourself be vulnerable to the things you don't yet understand. Embrace the opportunity to lean on the intelligence around you and don't stop asking questions. Your degree is a huge accomplishment. Celebrate every ounce of stress, joy, caffeine, tequila, whatever else got you here today. Your degree, however, is not a silo. You are not isolated to the field of study on the document that Dr. Cartwright will hand you here shortly. What your degree does signify, though, is your aptitude for learning, which is pretty rad because there's an infinite amount of it ahead of you. UCF and America's space program have been hand in hand throughout this journey, supplying an endless pipeline of talent across a multitude of disciplines for over half a century. Let's try to put this into context. Every human that walked on the moon launched from Central Florida. Every human that has orbited the Earth from American soil launched from Central Florida. And now with the deep space wheels turning again, UCF continues to lead the charge. I mean, guys, this is Space U. Now, I have no doubt in my mind that the first human to step foot on Mars will launch from Central Florida. Now, we spent a lot of time today talking about rockets and space exploration. This speech, however, is not just for the aerospace grads in the room. Establishing a civilization on another planet quite literally requires a civilization. I mean, taking this show on the road is undoubtedly one of the hardest problems humanity will ever solve. The rocket and the spaceship are actually kind of the easy part, so that it really is not rocket science. What we need are experts to figure out logistics, supply chains, the medical advancements, both physical and psychological, power generation, communications. I mean, the list goes on and on. It is truly infinite. Now, before we wrap up, so we're a little ahead of time. I actually can't talk because I didn't bring a watch, but I'd like to pile on 2 quick personal tidbits. Number 1, invest your time in people. Give them the benefit of the doubt. Put yourself in their shoes and support them. And lastly, never, ever let anyone tell you what you can't do. You are all brilliant human beings. Every single person in this auditorium, and no one can take that away from you. It's been an honor to be a very small part of our journey back to deep space, and to continue to witness UCF boldly inventing the future. I know one day soon, a child will be born on another planet. And it's the people in this room and this university that will make it possible. And one more thing, Dr. Cartwright. If we can get humans to Mars in the next 10 years, I will start the clock, I'd like to propose we switch the UCF mascot permanently back to the citronaut. Thank you, UCF, and congrats, Knights. I'll catch you in the stars. Cheers.
If that person is from UCF, an alum, maybe we would consider it. But I do want to thank Mark for what he gave you as words of wisdom, and actually the vision for what may be possible. This is how we continue to be excited about what we do every day, thinking about the fact that really space flight will become routine, that there will be people reaching other planets. And as he said, the vision of someone being born in space, that to me is pretty remarkable vision and something that should get all of us excited. I also liked how he talked about balance of, the confidence versus the fear. I often talk, people, whenever we have people that have to give these types of talks, they always talk about how much they dread public speaking, and I try to tell them that if you're not nervous before you go to speak publicly, you probably shouldn't speak because you're not going to do it very well. Because you need to have that little bit of an edge and be a little nervous. And then I noticed he continued the balance because he also said caffeine and tequila. But we'll get past that. But I also want to emphasize something else that he said, and I hope all of you heard this very clearly, and that is, anytime you think about something that is completely new, that requires major breakthroughs, putting people in space, thinking about people living on another planet, it takes every discipline that we offer. And I hope all of you realize you have some role you can play in that vision, and I think that was Mark's point, is that you all can contribute, and this all allows us to do so much more. So thank you so much, Mark, for inspiring everybody to think about what could be possible. Okay, and now we approach that joyful time in our program when degrees are conferred. I call upon Dr. Christopher Leo, our Grand Marshal who represents the faculty, to recommend degrees be awarded.
Thank you, Mr. President. My faculty colleagues and I are thrilled for these graduates and for all at UCF that helped them grow and succeed. On behalf of the faculty, I am pleased to recommend that the degrees be awarded to those students qualified to receive them. Congratulations, students.
Thank you, Grand Marshal Leo. I am pleased to welcome Dr. Michael Johnson, Provost and Executive Vice President for Academic Affairs, to confer the doctoral degrees.
Thank you, President Cartwright. The doctoral degree represents the highest academic achievement a person can earn. To receive the doctoral degree, candidates must demonstrate proficiency through advanced graduate coursework and examinations, and demonstrate to their university professors and peers that they can engage in substantive research that adds to the body of knowledge in their fields of study. Dr. John Weisample, Interim Dean of the College of Graduate Studies, will now present the candidates for the doctoral degree.
Will the doctoral candidates from the College of Engineering and Computer Science, the College of Optics and Photonics, and the Rosen College of Hospitality Management please rise and remain standing? Mr. President, on behalf of the deans and the faculty, I am pleased to present these candidates for the degrees for which they qualify and to recommend that they be conferred.
Thank you, Dr. Weisample. Candidates, you have officially achieved the pinnacle of your collegiate journey. By the authority vested in me by the state of Florida and with the concurrence of the UCF Board of Trustees, I confer upon you the degree for which you have been recommended and for which you have qualified, with all the rights and responsibilities thereto appertaining. Congratulations.
Thank you. As you can see, the graduates and their faculty advisors are approaching the stage to be recognized and hooded. The hooding ceremony is traditional for the conferral of a doctoral degree. The academic hood is a UCF hood, as its black and gold colors denote, and the velvet lining represents their field of study.
Dr. Shankier Yaragi, Major Advisor, Dr. Ivan Divalansky. Dr. Alejandro Miguel Villalobos Meza, Major Advisor, Dr. Arcadia Lacaya. Dr. Juliana Rodriguez Vieira Ticach, Major Advisors, Dr. Carissa Baker, Dr. Alan Fayol. Dr. Brianna Marie Mormon. Major advisors, Dr. Valeria Sharpoval and Dr. Asil Denise Asier-Taski. Dr. Mahala Geronoso, major advisors, Dr. Marat Kazilag, Dr. Adi Millman. Dr. Yusi Chang, major advisor, Dr. Wei Hui. Dr. Mohammed Safiyet Hossein, major advisor, Dr. Marwan Siman. Dr. Apan Dasteder, major advisor, Dr. Mingji Lin. Dr. Mohammed Madadali Hagayiki Tiavi, major advisor Alexander Dimitrusovsky and Dr. Jan Solian.
Dr. Mostafa Gudarzai, Dr. Kifeng Li. Dr. Ishan Rajendra Kumar Dawe, Major Advisor, Dr. Mubarak Shah. Dr. Caroline Jean Anderson, Major Advisor, Dr. Michael Kinzel. Dr. Reed William Forehand, Major Advisor, Dr. Michael Kinzel. Dr. Michael Donald Piero, Major Advisor, Dr. Subith Vasu Sumathi. Dr. Sydney Michelle Briggs, Major Advisor, Dr. Subith Vasu Sumathi. Dr. Robert Logan Green, Major Advisor, Dr. Subith Vasu Sumathi. Dr. Ibrahim Fali Kadim, Major Advisor, Dr. Junhook Park. Dr. Joseph M. Dranitz, Major Advisor, Dr. Juan Choi. Dr. Kevin Robert Graydon, Major Advisor, Dr. Young-Ho Sun. Dr. Tin Hu Nguyen, Major Advisor, Dr. Young-Ho Sun. Dr. Austin Lee Davis, Major Advisor, Dr. Geeta Sutenkar. Dr. Muhammad Mahfuzur Rahman, Major Advisor, Dr. Shoji Zhang.
Dr. Yuan Wei, Major Advisor, Dr. Shujian Yong. Dr. Stephanie Nicole Stoll, Major Advisor, Dr. Woo Hyung Lee. Dr. Jong Hyung Bak, Major Advisor, Dr. Woo Hyung Lee. Dr. Mohammed Shazbaz, Major Advisor, Dr. Shurya Agarwal. Dr. Shakib Mustavi, Major Advisor, Dr. Shurya Agarwal. Dr. Mohammed Jamil Alsan, Major Advisor, Dr. Mohammed Abdul Adhi. Dr. B.M. Tasbiul Hassan Adnik, Major Advisor, Dr. Mohammed Abdul Ati. Dr. Francisco Javier Valdez, Major Advisor, Dr. Luis Robelo. Dr. Pugasenti Sivansankar, Major Advisor, Dr. Terek Egohari. Dr. Max Fortin, Major Advisor, Dr. Kareem Ahmed. Dr. Adam R. Kotler, Major Advisor, Dr. Kareem Ahmed. Dr. Elkeen Sevgi Elskler, Major Advisor, Dr. Damia Turgut.
Dr. J. Lin, Major Advisor, Dr. David Mohisen. Dr. Ali Ibrahim Al-Kanoun, Major Advisor, Dr. David Mohisen. Dr. Jorge Enrique Orozco Herrera, Major Advisor, Dr. Luis Arboleda. Dr. Sergio Alejandro Marin Sabatier, Major Advisor, Dr. Luis Arboleda. Dr. Po-Yu Zhang, Major Advisor, Dr. Jianan Chen. And the last PhD graduate, Dr. Amanda Barroso, Major Advisor, Dr. Thomas Wall.
The master's degree represents intensive, rigorous study in a specific discipline or profession beyond the bachelor's degree. Today, we are pleased to confer master's degrees to our graduates who are qualified to receive them. Will the candidates for master's degrees from the College of Business Administration, the College of Engineering and Computer Science, the College of Optics and Photonics, and the Rosen College of Hospitality and Management please rise and remain standing? Mr. President, on behalf of the deans and the faculty, I am pleased to present these candidates for the degrees for which they qualify and recommend that they be conferred.
Thank you again, Dr. Weisample. Candidates, by virtue of the authority vested in me by the state of Florida and with the concurrence of the UCF Board of Trustees, I confer upon you the degree for which you have been recommended and for which you have qualified, with all the rights and responsibilities thereto appertaining. Congratulations.
Graduates, as the first rows of master's awardees from the College of Business Administration approach the stage, will the remaining rows please be seated until directed to come forward?
From the College of Business Administration, Dana Rose Harrison, Elizabeth Lee Ferguson, Sydney Dawn Holtzclaw, Kira Alexis Paskins, Jason Kaplan, Ashley Nicole Court, Jake H. Glidden, Alexander James Switzer, Joseph Michael Bartoli, Gustavo Pineda, Paul Edward Jackson III, Gage Allen Franklin, Angela Lay, Camila Betancourt, Joylyn Calderon Mendoza, Hanifa Kombo Abdullah Bakar, Mary Elizabeth Chaffin, Addison Ann Rich, Cameron Isaiah Kinney, Camille Banzet, Andriani Fatima Pinto Pruter, Sean Vincent Anesi, Madeline Mitkova Markova, Azur Korek, Spencer Ahmad Gilbert, Adayeo Talupe Nicholas Akunwole, Vinicius Gabriel Del Albuquerque, Brendan Michael Brubaker,
Ruel Jordan Doc Mitchell, Zaria Dolores Scott, Kayla Jayana Gale, Natalia May Barnett, Matthew Raid Rowlett, Estefan Ramon Duran Jr., Alexander Robert Memmering, Matthew Philip Schulman, Caleb Brian Hampton, Brian Randolph Carter, Fernando Anthony Roman Jr., Jared Jackson, Fulton Armando Quichimbo Goya, David Jacob Ronan Mitchell, Dalton Lee Christopher, Dalton Dustin Daugherty, Kaylee Michelle Burcham, Chloe Schumacher, Samantha Taylor Cintrone, Giselle Yevrelis Torres Rivera, Joshua Carrasquillo, Francisco Javier Pinheiro Pierluisi, Daniel Abraham Siciliano Garcia, Kairon Vishal Prashad, Kelly Clark Martin, Kevin Keith Hessler, Joe William McNeil, Premal Faldu, Alexis D. Montez de Oca, Jared Bertrand, Morgan Emily Warmouth, Sierra M. Langford, Sierra Marie Murphy, Davina Shauna Sisofanavanubang, James Evan Greats, Trey William Robert Abrahams, Daimel Lazaro Portes, Polina Baikova, Julia Mancini Franca Pereira, Jonathan Kimball Lewis, Fayad Yassin, Sabrina Koshadub Kolako, Mark Sekashan, Christian Alejandro Nunez, Anurag Eluru, Pooja, Nicholas Wesley Kunsis, Scott Alexander Lester, Caitlin Glazewski, Haley Abigail Bodick, Kendall Nicole Brown, Avery Dale Alexander, Justin Patrick Fisher, Dean Quinton Blackburn, Zachary Edward Sparks, Grace Marisol Casanova, Jordan Borenstein, Michelle Sarah Smith, Carla Perea Roman, Vincent Patrick Pretelt, Nicholas DiLibero, Brian Garcia Mendoza, Justin Tadros, Daniela Lisette Alarcon Taza, Ruth Elizabeth Abreu Acevedo, Colleen Joanne Grady, Paulo Victor Moraes de Carvalho, Brian J. Carroll, Samantha Page Robinson, Christina Marie Ruoff, Viraj Vijay Kumar Patel, Carrie Lariervo, Morgan Elizabeth Heath, Natalia Bianca Griffin, Sydney Marie Hulesia, Gabriel Darren Donaldson, Mumin Allen, Upendra Ulas Campbell, Anusha Sikand, John Williams. From the College of Engineering and Computer Science, Patrick Michael Rudroff, Joshua Peter Foldist, Kelly Trinell Moore Jr., Ben Von Pham, Jose Luis Arroyo, Eric Bissell, Yesenia Catherine Ruiz, Jenna Morgan Schenk, Steve Wilhelm, Kristen Jade Ling, Allison Jacqueline Volchikis, Michaela Grace Mitchell, Ian Jonathan Lane, Zachary Michael Ekstrom, Anthony Arden M., Chinmay Dhanraj Nahate, Rohan Gudla, Charles Daniel Sven Fagan, Madan Saravanan, Amal Abdullah, Yomna Weem Farid, Kieran Loriano Jimenez, Juan Fernando Valbuena, Fakidi Osil, Safira Adonis Dulcio, Rosalie Gonzalez, Joseph Michael Cabada, Mikel Boutros, Matthew Travis Anthony Hibbert, Christian Taylor King, Marivet Rulan Semedi, Abdul Rahman Ahmed Al-Sumeh, Srihari Gunasekaran, Lavanya Rajan, Naresh Kumar Manikam. From the Rosen College of Hospitality Management, Amanda L. Wael, Jamelia Lawrence, Heather Wells Hart, Robert Daniel Grossi, Elliot Hojin Shin, Heather Moni, and the last master's graduate, Rose Darlene Selencor.
The baccalaureate degree is the crowning achievement of an undergraduate education. It provides a strong foundation for new career opportunities and lifelong learning. Before these degrees are conferred, I welcome Dr. Sheila Amin, Dean of the Burnett Honors College, to recognize our students graduating with distinction.
Thank you, Provost Johnson. It is my pleasure to provide special recognition to students who are graduating with distinction. Students who show sustained academic distinction and scholarship at the university graduate with Latin honors and are listed in the commencement program. Allow me to put this in perspective. To qualify for cum laude honors, students must on average earn 4 A's for every B they make, reaching a cumulative GPA of 3.8 or just above. These students are wearing a white cord to signify their achievement. Cum laude graduates, please rise to be celebrated. Please be seated. To qualify for magna cum laude honors, students on average must earn 9 A's for every B they make, reaching a cumulative GPA of 3.9 or just above. The gold cord worn by these students represents their accomplishment. Magna cum laude graduates, please rise as we congratulate you. Please be seated. Lastly, To qualify for summa cum laude honors, students must earn on average 19 A's for every B they make, reaching a cumulative GPA of 3.95 or up to a perfect 4.0. A black and gold cord adorns these students, symbolizing their success. Summa cum laude graduates, will you please rise to be celebrated? Please be seated. In addition, top honor medallions are presented to the students who have achieved the highest grade point averages in their colleges. Will these scholars please rise and be recognized? Please be seated. The Burnett Honors College is UCF's four-year honors program and showcases exceptional scholarship, leadership, and creativity. In your program are the names of students graduating with university honors or who have completed an honors undergraduate thesis. I ask these scholars who have demonstrated remarkable achievement at UCF to stand for recognition. Please be seated. We are also very proud to recognize two distinct groups of remarkable student leaders who are graduating today. First, our Lead Scholars Academy graduates who have engaged in the academic study of leadership while learning to lead others and serving our community. We also celebrate our President's Leadership Council, a distinguished group selected for their scholarship, leadership, and service that have admirably represented UCF as ambassadors and hosts. These graduates are listed in the program. I ask them to stand for recognition. Please be seated.
Thank you, Dr. Amin. Now I ask Dr. Paul Jarley, Dean of the College of Business Administration, to present the baccalaureate candidates from that college.
I am proud to present the fearless baccalaureate candidates from the College of Business. Would the candidates please stand and remain standing? Time to graduate, people. Make some noise. Come on. That's better. Provost Johnson, it is my pleasure to recommend that these candidates receive the degrees for which they qualify.
Will Dr. Michael Georgiopoulos, Dean of the College of Engineering and Computer Science, present the baccalaureate candidates from that college?
I'm proud to present the outstanding baccalaureate candidates from the College of Engineering and Computer Science. Will the candidates please stand and remain standing? Provost Johnson, it is my pleasure to recommend that these students be granted the degrees for which they qualify. Candidates, please remain standing.
Will Dr. David Hagan, Dean of the College of Optics and Photonics, present the baccalaureate candidates from that college?
I'm proud to present the creative and innovative baccalaureate candidates from the College of Optics and Photonics. Candidates, please rise and remain standing. Provost Johnson, it's my pleasure to recommend that these students be granted the degrees for which they qualify.
And will Dr. Cynthia Mejia, Dean of the Rosen College of Hospitality Management, present the baccalaureate candidates from that college?
I am proud to present the celebrated baccalaureate candidates from the Rosen College of Hospitality Management. Will the candidates please stand and remain standing? Provost Johnson, it is my pleasure to recommend that these students be granted the degrees for which they qualify. Candidates, please remain standing.
Thank you. Mr. President, the baccalaureate candidates standing before you have been recommended for graduation by the dean and the faculty of their colleges. I concur with these recommendations and present the candidates to you for the awarding of degrees.
Thank you, Provost Johnson. For baccalaureate graduates, the graduation tassel is a symbol of success. Moving the tassel to the left after graduating is symbolic of crossing to another stage in your life while keeping your alma mater close to your heart. Baccalaureate graduates, this is what you've been waiting for, the moment of your graduation from UCF. By the authority vested in me by the state of Florida, and with the concurrence of the UCF Board of Trustees, I confer upon you the degree for which you have been recommended and for which you have qualified with all the rights and responsibilities thereto appertaining. I now invite you to move the tassel on your caps from the right side to the left. Congratulations.
Family and friends, we'll now invite our undergraduates to walk across the stage. Some of you have traveled quite a distance to be part of today's ceremony, and it is important for you to hear your graduate's name as it's called. Please be considerate and keep in mind that others wish to hear the names of their graduates as well. The top honor graduates and first row of baccalaureate graduates from the College of Business Administration are coming forward. I ask the remaining baccalaureate graduates to please be seated until you're directed to the stage.
From the College of Business Administration, Nicholas J. Stefanik, Ethan Jacob Bell, Joseph James Stevenson Jr., Zachariah Toledo, Ryan M. Plones, Ujas Amir Patel, Deso M. Covey, Liana Goldman, Justin C. Williams, Alexander Louis Confessori III, Diego David Giraldo, Connor Thomas McKay, Luke E. McLean, Jet Sebastian Turner, Luke James Shelbourne, Devian Giovanni Bryant, Cameron Owens, Dharma N. Barahona, Brett William Berkman, Ardwen Surin, Jason Anthony Thorpe cum laude, Amika N. Nigabdumbo, Joshua D. Parker, James W. Purcell, Amanda S. Miller, Brennan Cole McGuire, Charles Zachary Long, Joel Samuel Bernstein, Logan Anthony Davis, Jacob A. Bartoli, Camilo Andres Herrera Avila, Tyler Austin Dusek, Ben Shade, Michael Brian Tavares, Huang Un Nguyen, Julia I. Lewicki, magna cum laude, Samantha Rose Huers, Johanna G. Gonzalez, Stephen Joshua Kehoe, Tyler Joshua Fetterman, Tyler Nathan Gorkowski, Gavin P. Groth,
Fernando Yahir Ortiz Martinez, Ryan Matthew Gleischer, Kush Parikh, Dante Maurice Kinsey, Oliver Josue Sheker Sanchez, Cody Harris, Angel J. Tapia, magna cum laude, Eric Elliott Sanchez, Logan Evan Liu, Gabrielle Araujo Azambuja, Yeleni Elise Claudio, Sean Butts Jr., Matthew J. Spradlin, Jeffrey Shea Gibalanti, Keenan X. Hugh, Sarah Nicole Johnson, Colton Root, magna cum laude, Maya Ophir, Jorge D. Aguilar, Andrew Cecil Johnson, Justin Tyler Coons, Garrett Wayne Valin, Cristobal Cruz, Quentin Arnaud Bozano, Maya Goj Smolix, Jenny Ju Hunter, May Rose Frangul, Daniela Melissa Peen, Van Ryan Damers, Justin M. Napoli, Caitlin E. Reardon, Christopher James Martsolf, Kelsey K. Carrera cum laude, Adea Darshell Carroll, Cameron Gabriel Cooper, Ines Helguera, Kellyanne Bustos, Davi Vasconcelos,
Beatrice Silva de Lemos, Jean Paul E. Perez, cum laude, Juan Diego Goico Diaz, Ryan Aria Mamapuri, Curtis M. Closby, Mel Ortiz, Trinity Nicole Whitted, Bellamy Phillips, Ashley L. Grove, Benjamin Ian Couch, Luke Michael Klein, Jacob Riley Huey, Kerrigan Oriella Blakemore, Diana Helen Butcher, Laura E. Aeronomus, Sydney Elliott Rouvier, Christina Louisa Bell, Taylor J. Gavel, Daniel E. Hand, Grace Bunyandar Kunduang, Alejandro Ruiz, Joshua H. Kramer, Sten Alexander Valgesar, Blake Ashton Paoli, Juan Ignacio Sestedos, Cameron M. Kmetz, cum laude, Devin Lee Norris, Alexander Alberto Ortega, Grace Elena Matz, Olivia Paige Caperton, Eva Vanessa Porter, Laura Sofia Pedroza, Grayson Reed Linnell, Alexander Daniel Nankovich, Jonathan Michael Miller, Brady M. Koblilnik, Stone Edison Kaufman, Jackson Robert Snell, Price J. Pertle, Lexi Christine Scott, Nayera Arandante Naranjo, Kylie R. Doherty, Sebastian Hernandez, Aaron Scott Reyes, Marshall Derek McNally, Kaden A. Fuller, Fide Bruni, Brandon M. Ramos, Michael Stephen Modoc, Vishani S. Nalal, Anisha L. Budhu, Cameron Crispin Sorrell, Zachary J. Peters, Luis Natalia Orozco Barcenas, Jonathan Hu Nguyen, Nicholas James Villoria, Kyle Alexander Trumbull, Giancarlo Urquilla, Luca Pratini, Shelby Grace Nagy, Syria Reddy Guda, Dylan E. Jean, Luke S. Simpson, Gage M. Hunter, Eunice Jourdain, Iwan Perry, Andres Eduardo Ramirez, Samar Nassar Ali Al-Harti, Nicholas William Tarnowski,
Caitlin Dosa, Thomas L. Palini, Adriana Oliviero Digiam Berardino, Lisiana Millis Vaughan, Gulruk Tohir Genova, Zaira Bertolo Tellis, Kadeen Michael Hunter, Corey Gunning, Maya L. Gaynor, Michaela M. Macklin, Gabriela Alexandra Mercado, Matthew Patrick Burdick, Gabriela Christina Serrano, Cody Lynn Hackett, Braden Patrick Watson, Okan Dean Batmaka, Dylan James Vijay, Tucker F. Mead, Mateo V. Barrios, Bree Caroline Russo, Nicholas William Carvajal, Seth Michael Fuchilin, Zachary Garfield Wallace, Alexander Maximilian Afanasiev, Jacob Scott Foster, cum laude, Jillian C. Brown, Brian Paul Kish, Grant Philip Owen, Kaylee Brooke Hurst, Alexander Lockhart Gaffin, Evan Jacob Friedman, Hunter David Donth, Noah Andrew Buckles, Ginny Nguyen Vo, Anijah McClary, Jessica Costa Becerra, summa cum laude, Manason Cincinnati, cum laude, Jordan A. Joseph, summa cum laude, Michael John D. Jovea, Victoria A. Boyd, Bethany Sophia Kuvshinov, Amberlyn Ann Valdez, Bianca Annabelle Reinisch, Dylan Jacob Yerkes, Olivier Blaze Nicholas, Carrick Mikhail Roberts,
Brianna Elena Paul, Taryn Nicole Strompolis, Eileen Elizabeth Sherman, Samantha Elena Martin, Michael Alexander Palomino Aguilar, Caitlin Elizabeth Erickson, Yu T. Wen, Duto Grace Wilcox, Sophia Elizabeth Odie, Colin M. Campbell, magna cum laude, Hunter Theron Hollis, Mason Cole Williamson, Carter Raymond Grossman, Tyler Michael Reynolds, Max Malone Ryan, Mutasim Imram Harun Adad Abdullah, Daniela S. Gelman, Kevin Daramilo, summa cum laude, Stephen Ponelil Abraham, Charles John Leone, Caroline Baldwin Brown, Callie Grace Bacon, Alyssa Evelyn Neary, Elena Ray Gretzinger, Tyler Augustine Rogers, summa cum laude, Min Nguyen, Braden Reed Harahan, Gabrielle Ventura Davis, Diana Epstein, Steve Ann Chuang, Jackson Douglas Gwynn, Joel Rivera, Hunter A. Kemp, Daniela A. Rueda, Alexandra Marie Stoner, Michael Milton Villanueva, Kota Dane Jewett, cum laude, Joshua Santos Vincenti, Daniela I. Hernandez, David Tomas Molnar, Nicholas Thomas Molina, Christopher Arvid Bali,
Heather Cooksey Cadigan, Aiden William Tepper, Dawson Michael Avila, Thomas Michael Bocagno IV, Steve A. Gomez, Sean Brady Bankman, Joseph Peter Capielli, Cameron Lee Jackson, Joshua Ryan Woloshin Sr., Andrew C. Barcelo, cum laude, Nicholas Nava Cruzat, Melissa Baxcahi Paredes, Yaneli Acosta Hernandez, Verana Magali Morel, Bailey Michael Lee Scala Sanders, Trenton C. Antley, Sarah Yale Weiner, Chloe Michelle Bullinger, Gad Lisker, Vincent Leone, Karina Victoria Demopoulos, Ethan Rustam Darawala, Kelsey Caroline Bloomstein, Leticia Pinero, Catherine H. Shippen, Liam Eric Riley, Christian A. Vizcano, Soleil Marie Datelli, Michael Anthony Unceda, Trace McCambridge O'Brien, Cameron James Crawford, Luciano Rafael Siracusa, Eulady M. Avila Bonilla, Jenny Lalane, Sarah Lee Mills, magna cum laude, Melissa Ann Jambudis, Jocelyn Nunez, Jesse Paola de Sosa Rodriguez, Sophia Salazar, Matthew Edward Jenkins, Alexis V. Bundy, Benjamin Caleb Chileo Acosta, Mayan Malul, Isabel Christina Gambrell, Jeffrey Emmanuel Linares, Christopher T. Green, Sofia Agamez Alcaron, Ana K. Navarrete Sanchez, Belanira Tapia, Valeria Diaz Figueroa, Martin Ancentales Ruiz, Juan Camilo Sanchez Fonseca cum laude, Diana Carolina Limon Peña, Sebastian Henkel,
Aaliyah Corneli Arilas, Juliana Saunders, Cody Kopp, Jack Edwards Mikiakas, Michelle Gloria Moreno, Camila Fernanda Nichols, Joseph Donald Roundtree, Dorian Timolt, Hiba Hassan Zuberi, Maria Juliana Patino, Michael Clan Butler, Christian John Vogel, Christian Isaiah Jackson, Duncan Kai Swartzy, Akira Huang, Tony Nguyen, Aiden Lane Chin, Michael Pertlow, Anton Lee, Osman Borton Lowell II, Stephanie Ann Escobar, Lauren Jane Ernst, Karim El-Shimi, Rachel Leanne Belesti, Gabriella Rose Janderset, Thuy Duong Pham, Robert Michael Bautista, cum laude, Jacob Gerber, Angel Cordero II, Richard Mario Scofero Jr., Hamad Saeed Jahad Al-Kindi, Valerie Marie Smith, Caitlin Nicole Curtis, Nicholas Mikulowicz, Robert Andrew O'Brien, Sheila Han Nguyen, Karsten Finvold, Stephen Kadima, Kevin Gomez, Austin Cole Minton, Glenski Susie Laguerre, Daniel Christopher Deeb, Lenelius Walters Jr., Maya E. Osuna Best, David Comba Torres, Christian Manuel Labrada Gonzalez, Danielle Paul Ramaj, Xavier D'Angelo Correa, the last graduate of the Business Administration College, Marie Leitron.
From the College of Engineering and Computer Science, Syed Hassan SBM Al-Musawi, summa cum laude. Michael Vincent Castiglia, summa cum laude. Joshua David Clark, summa cum laude. Matthew Robert Rains, summa cum laude. Andrew Scott Wartenberg, summa cum laude. Julian Carlos Ortiz, magna cum laude. Gianni Wilson Susani. Sean Thomas Knapp. Jordan Sanchez, cum laude. Christian J. Rivera. Kamari Javon Nunn. Austin James Long. Jose Francisco Luna, magna cum laude. Isaiah Matthew Chase, summa cum laude. Christina Jambeva Voss. Suchin Dev Mishra. Evans Suarez. Juan Sebastian Perez. Gabriel Manzanet. Joseph Tony Awad. Victor Fernando Camarillo Rico. Jose Alves Muniz Neto. Maxwell John Kufdick. Antonio Luis Spierto. Ryan Patrick Mulvane, Dung Tan Nguyen, Daniel O'Brien, Ryan Matthew McCord, Gabriel Martin, Aidan Fox Kennedy, Brogan Morrison Doherty, James Francis Ventimiglia, Raquel Natalie Pena Duran, Georgia Elizabeth Brooks, Zoe Coino Cole, Garson Warren Jean Francois, Philip Jeffrey Jones, Dion Germain McCoy, Matthew McCormick, Jose Gregorio Herrera, Caleb Surfield Atchison, Caden Story Peterson, Nicholas Andrew Caliber, Nijian Ji, Uziel Matthias Levine, Nicholas Ryan Hikus, William H. Weber, cum laude, Kyle Mackenzie Niven, magna cum laude, Colin Gilbert, Matthew Ryland Elker, Justin Philip Belial, Adam John Trad, Rio Patricia Matsumoto, Anush Shamun, Sebastian Rueda Sanchez, Enoch Sibend Kund, Jared Michael Debrino, William N. Tweedle, Devin E. Lindeman, Alexander Demetrius Koss, Noah S. Weeks, Ashley Hanzelka, Junior Justine, Elizabeth Lee Harding, Paderewski Brutus, Sean Anthony Previty, Angelo Rene Castellon, De Niro Darby Dumas, Jared Misa de la Paz, cum laude, Serena Faramond Yekta, Aidan Joseph McKinney, magna cum laude, Pavan Shankar Senthiel, summa cum laude, Mark Alex Bruckert, Christina Shirolde, Warren F. Snipes, Jonathan David Hall, cum laude, Harold Curtis Dawson,
Christina Do Nguyen, Kaylin Ann Rios, David Atahortua, Nicole Whedon Martins, cum laude, Nicholas Joseph Morgan, Andres Eduardo Sarmiento, Emilio Manuel Pereira, summa cum laude, Rodrigo Ignacio Urasek, cum laude, Ared Magdaharan, Anthony Leva Ochoa, Mark J. Williams, Michael J. Barris, Alexander John Flint, Cody Thompson, Keegan Paul Popple, Devin J. Silver, Lucas Wayne Bernaco, Seth Martinez, Huang Hien Quinn, Daniel Lopez Jr., Jaden Christopher Wacker, Thomas John Perry, Jacob Christian Lordell, Brian Chuang, cum laude, Hunter Nicholas McSweeney, Caden Ellis Caulfield, Cody Alexander Prozor, Joseph Matthew Rabe, Robert Louis Seabrook, Brandon Joseph Dorfman, Matthew Thomas Villafuerte, Luke Godwin Wilson, Alejandro Zhang Yi, Shonishith Kola, Nicholas Alexander Sanchez, Trenton Chase Morris, magna cum laude, Michaela D. Panagos, Christopher R. Brown, Ryan Eduardo Bori, Jack Austin Dowd, Caitlin Rebecca Matthews, Jonna Marie Elizabeth Dinsey, Ryan James Costello, Christopher Houston, Mark William Wren, Jonathan Thomas Rutherberg, Jacob Peach, Adam Sheridan Edwards, Joshua David Peters, O'Neill L. Daly, Ivan Montelongo, Cade Joseph Bourne, Samuel Morgan Schultz, Maxwell Dean Borud, magna cum laude, Eric Michael Fiore, Garrett Danielle Neal, Ann E. Sendra, cum laude, Melania K. Hayford, magna cum laude. Ashlyn Faith Zimmer, magna cum laude. Gavin Thomas Mortensen. Adolfo Jose Herrera. Julian Knut Larson. Devin Alexander Parham. Julie Elizabeth Shea. Michael Kang Chu Nguyen. Gabriel Welton Stillwell. Madeline R. Jerome. Nathan Ben Oni Roman. Andres Alejandro Diaz. Andres Hurtado. Sean King. Andre Arturo Tovar. Lawrence E. Kamkasmis, cum laude. Grace Lee Barkley.
Liz Fernanda Mendez. William James Mitchell. Felix Liu. Miles Lewis. Ethan Lee Klepsig. Jacob Charles Oxtein. Jaden V. Dorsey. Sarah Katrine Saloom. Lisa Erin Vera. Anna Paula Diaz. Armando Diaz. Eric Frank Squiteri. Jet Austin Geston. Ronnie Taylor Moore. Tha Zin Mo. Jason D. Damian Apadou. Paul Martin Vinueza. Alexander Demetrios Leventis. Youssef Ahmed Abdelbari. Ethan Michael Constantino. Sophie Tontat. Jacob Thomas Lancaster. Dean Eric Brown. Sophia M. Nguyen. Alexander Drew. Marco Manuel Placencia. Derek Wilson Floor, summa cum laude. Jet Chen. Jordan Isaiah Garcia. Philippe J. Tromans. Michael David Ellis. Evan Stevens. Morgan Michael Flay. Nicholas Daza. Gabriel Ramirez Perez. Kyle Robert Tempesta. Logan Brian Pritchard cum laude. Satvik Reddy Kuthuru. Anthony James Lovegren summa cum laude.
Alejandro Alfonso Tejeria. Shrikshmi Shrikumar. Barbara Rivero Tate. Wissam Musa. Kyle Martin Calhalan cum laude. Carlos E. Munoz Cabradillo. Andres Antonio Sione. Toby James Lam Jr., Matthew Daniel Mayo, Jace Dalton Davis, Aiden Patrick Brightman, Terrence Jerome Wilcombe, Stephen Cho, Katie Windsor Chrétien, Isaiah Gilbert William, Ido Yari, Niani J. Tony, Benjamin Warner Harris, Andres Felipe Sampaio Arbeles, Tin Quang Vo, Gabriel Jimenez, Jandro W. Damas Sosa, Nicholas Alexander Rodriguez, William Thomas Valdez, magna cum laude, Matthew Thomas Patch, Keith Lewin Tehia, Rachel Saldivia Sierra, Anthony Fetchio, cum laude, Jesus Molina, Adam Orlando Perez, Kaylee Alexa Boldock, Ciara Palmer, Shud Abdallah Hamad Abadi, Amir Jordan L. Kargui, Hunter Louise Doubleman, cum laude, Michael Ray Hoover, J. Kumar Shudhar Rao, Emily Georgina Gensch, Gabrielle James Payne, Carter Clavel, Nathan Joseph Fournier, Jacob Benjamin, Giovanni Padron Scalero, Sebastian Reyes, Brennan Reed Russell, Kevin Perez, Skylar Noel Zenter, Ann Ding Gual, summa cum laude, Zachary D. Celentano, Jameson Ryland Foley, Jason Tyler DeVito, Isaiah Damar Robinson, Nina Charles, Anthony W. Alfonso, Lucas Benjamin Rebadel, Alperin Yazmasi, Gary Norman Asargos III, magna cum laude, Du Chao Huyen,
Mina Nabil Azmi Kaoud Andor, Ronald Gonzalez, Juniper Rhiannon DeSanto, Kenneth J. Banks, Kevin Paul Gentert, Sunny Liu, Joshua Silva, Rogelis Carolina Guanche Salazar, Christopher Roderick Stevenson, Kai Michael Dolden, Ryan Kenneth Ansbro, John Michael Bruno, Isaac Pays Zerickson, cum laude, Luis Raul Hernandez, Hamim Chowdhury, Ali Mohammed Virani, Johan Justin Lumbero Gales, Alexandra Milagros Atunkar, Simran K. Olick, Monica Castro Suarez, Nicola Pavlicek, Paul H. Seitner, Beatriz Altemeyer Menezes, Jamanda Mercedes Gomez, Emma L. Lovell, Jaden Jean Judy, Dulce Maria Soriano, Augustine Clark Rodriguez, Wade Gordon, Katerina Frida Lipsky, Daniel Alberto Fernandez Pina, Grant Michael Umphrey, Zachary Lincoln Anthony, Christian Thomas Clem, Sharbil George Najim cum laude, Tu Quang Mei, Tony William Torres, Boris Alvarado Braunhonen, Alina Sofia Gonzalez, Benjamin Brantley Owens, Enoch Coe, Joan Suazo, Luis Alberto Torres, Julian O. Lara, Luis Miguel Infante, Sarah Wynn, Sharifa Y. Al-Salahi, Rones Faustin,
Carlos Martinez, Brianna P. Santana Contreras, Patrick John Cannon, Noah Samuel Durshami, David A. Torres, Jose H. Sanchez, Bruce Lee Charles, Maya Naomi Camacho Hill, Peyton Melinda Winslow, Charles Joseph Gimbrowski, Aiden Joseph Clark, Max Daniel Florin, Salman Adel A. Baltior, Emmanuel Zakic, Charles Herndon, Stephen Tran Nguyen, Kyle Emery Miranda, Brian Chang, Andrea Naomi Rosa, David F. Vargas, Nicholas Alexander Kloss, Ezor Gabriel Lopez, Justin Matthew Halsley, Tyler Tosielo, Dylan M. Chirino, Alyssa N. Hensel, Jacob Nolan Cornett, Usman F. Baig, Tristan Robert Koopman, Jaden Enzo Ida Lumas, Daniel Quinlan Ingram, Andy Tren Van, cum laude, Van Tru Fan, Christian Andres Rodriguez Martel, Zachariah Amir Aloui, Noah William Isaacson, Frederick Elijah Bolute, Evans Bakiri, Jimmy Golden Rawls III, cum laude, Eric Hernandez, Kevin Fernandez, Gabriela Rivas Barreto, Mark Lucas Perigon, Brock A. Fossati, Brenda S. Chen, Tyler Christopher Gregson, Emma Otis, Annalise Rachel Kovac, Omari Stephen Rao, William Orema, Mohammed Genke, David Rocha, Kevin J. Rosa Soto, Clemente Gonzalez Felipe, Mohammed Atef Khalili, Franco Monsalvo Navarro,
Danielle S.Y. Uhoa, Alana Lois O'Connell, Julian Felipe Osorio, Donald Lewis Newhauser IV, Oluwadamilola Toluwanimi Agboja, Juan Manuel Garcia, Christopher James Dupree, cum laude, Marco Ray Jarina, Garrett David Mosry, Ryan Michael Beach, Jeremy Stephen Losi, Jack Dalton Bauer, magna cum laude, Donovan Ray Fisher, Sergio Daniel Silverio, Valeria Coral Rivera, Austin Cross, Dylan Zach Plebins, Tiffany Win, Nicole A. Drury, Brendan Michael Durante, Nicholas Michael Mazer, Christian Popovich, Sean Robert Waddell, Luis Antonio Rodriguez Rivera, Josiah Saldana, Ryan Worrell, Betsy Yesenia Varela Castro, Kyle Lawrence Price, Mariana Duque Algudelo, Maria Jose dos Santos Sarmiento, Jake Bulmaro Peresquia, Nathan Todd Wise, Lauren Soto cum laude, Alyssa Michelle Buckingham, Nathaniel C. Olson, Maria Isabel Battaglion Treganson, Alessandra Gonzalez Hernandez, Andres Baptista Maduro, James Richard Messina, Alex B. Beaufort, Daniel Danier Moshavetis, Terry Arshel, Austin Christopher Howard, Garrett Matthew Miller, Genevieve Alexis Franjulis, Somkenechukwu Chijikojem and Zenwukua. Cum laude, Eduardo Jose Salcedo Fuentes.
Reda El Alame, Tristan Sky Culpepper, Randy Alexander Sargent, Tiffany Rochelle Armstrong, Diego Andres Aguirre, Jarell Camos Baptiste, Justin T. Gonzalez, Sarah Zanib Rashid, summa cum laude, Gabriel Enrique Cardona Tus, Dylan Rubio, Mel Crystal Clark, the last graduate of the Engineering and Computer Science School, Madigan Rose Rosen. From the College of Optics and Photonics, Adriana Milhandus, summa cum laude, Alexander Jefferson Simmons, Leonard Austin Mitchell, Neil J. Singh, Max Barishnikov, magna cum laude, Nicholas Christian Drennan, Dylan David Bowers, Ivan Huang, Gianni Montavago, Danielle Francesca Samuels, Matias Barzalo, Alexander Joseph Alonso, Ryan Thomas McDonnell, the last graduate of the School of Optics and Photonics, Xavier Enrique Colon. From the Rosen College of Hospitality Management, Mia Gabriela Rossi, Kara Rochelle Bergman, cum laude, Nidelkis Elizabeth Diaz, Trey Allen Thompson, Faith Marie Pangione, Lauren Brooke Schwartz, Caitlin Brooke Joyce, Allison Brooke Kamla, Jacob Thomas Cockcroft, Cheney Thomas Urban, Destani Denise Jones Nolan, Dylan M. Alexander, Megan Lee Becker, Abigail H. Zurich, Jasmine Thirsa Rubio, Madeline Antonia Marshall, Dale Rayner Black, Tori Marie Martinez, Allison Marie Tapia, Olga Alexandra Gonzalez Ortiz, Viviana Ariana Peña, Brooke E. Taylor, Julia Elizabeth Anderson, Alexa Fricas, Nicole S. Chung,
Jenna Nicole DiBartolo, Madison Grace Kelcher, Miguel Angel Lara Sarmiento, Stephanie Pierre, Alec O. Siegel, Rachel Ann Rick, John David Martinez, Mark Anthony Miller, Johanna Grace Sill, Tori Renee Waldron, Lindsay J. Bull, Valeria Gabriela Fajardo Rivas, Lauren Ashley Ferry, Caitlin Stewart Sheffield, Nicholas Chase McDaniel, Anthony E. Barreto, Mia Grace Husty, Justina Ruiz, Amelia Patain, Carolina R. Christian, Kenz Augustine, Valencia Alexis Lewis, Brooklyn Claire Bautista, Ella C. Lisi, Brooke L. Picarillo, Claire Jean Bach, Cade Maxwell Arnett Mogerman, Neil Damo Bermudez, Nicholas Jackson Grubal, Adele Hart, James Neal Winfield, Amira Ahmed Elbana, Adriel Enrique Rosa, Isabella Ospina Restrepo, Robert Brownrigg, Mary Artis Mann Cortez, Amanda Concilio, Sophia Arlano, Mohammed Samir Hussein, cum laude, Marissa Best, Carrie J. Benchoff, Christine Marie Garcia, Alexandra Marie Sessa, Kylie McDermott, Hunter J. Troy, Austin Farrell Van Dyne, Max Aaron Swickle,
Jasmine Alyssa Buford, Olivia Margarita Shepard, Kayla Stephanie Walters, Noah Max Jacobs, Lauren Paige Rupp, magna cum laude, Ashlyn Brooks Strawn, Brooklyn A. Aziari, Isabella Victoria Nazario Colon, Ashley Paige Sellers, Gabriella A. Emenlink, Olivia A. Park, Alicia Angelique Ojeda, Abigail E. Carlin, Janelle Mariana Thorschmidt, Kyra Levesque, cum laude, Faith Anaya Wright, Jessalonda Nicholas, Cooper Archer Dawes, Shanice Simone Sullen, Maria Consuela Naves Bore, cum laude, Emily Madison Malia, Danielle Michael Furstenmacher, Madeline Burns, Darian Josiah Martinez, Jessica Ann Long, magna cum laude, Kelly Sierra Meehan, William Toro, Kaylee Marie Newcomb, Brianna Lee Kazan, Austin C. Rapier, Gabriella Kova, Rachel Michaela Smith, Marissa Steiner, Madison Norton, Gabriel Robert Archibald, Jack Ryan Berkowitz, Adam J. Dalton, Amy Texiera Helgeson, Ryan Michael Massarelli, Tess Elizabeth Fauci, cum laude, Holly Mealy, Alexandra Leighton D'Agostino, Haley E. Stroud, Brooklyn Irene Ernst, Brooke A. Massa, Mason Gregory Turner, Andrea Yvonne Harris, and the last graduate from the college, Rosen College of Hospitality Management, and the last graduate today, Samuel T. Grimm.
Congratulations, class of 2025. Lucy Blanco, the student body president, has some brief words of encouragement.
All right. Congratulations, Knights. You know, one of the things I love most about UCF is seeing how it can change its people, how it can turn a talent into a skill, a passion into a career, and a dream into a reality. Some of you here may not be sure what the future may hold, while others are well into their 5-year plan and know exactly what their next step is. Still, one thing is for certain. you worked hard to be where you are today. The sacrifices you've made and the obstacles and challenges you've overcome deserve to be recognized and celebrated. So take a moment today and appreciate how much you have grown and soak in this accomplishment for as long as you possibly can. Because in true Knight fashion, the time will come when you set your eyes on a new goal to accomplish, a new challenge to face, and a new bar to raise. Today you proved you have what it takes to be a UCF alum. And although this current chapter is now coming to a close, I encourage you to keep learning and never give up on your goals. Because no matter how difficult the road may seem, you have exactly what it takes to become the person you dream of being. So now it is my honor for your first time as UCF alumni to lead you in saying, "Go Knights!" Charge on!
Thank you, Lucy. As we near the end of our ceremony, I invite our last speaker, Garrison Cohen, class of 2014, to officially welcome you to the UCF alumni family.
Well done, class of 2025. As a fellow alumni, I know what an extraordinary accomplishment you have achieved. And now, great things are ahead of you as you pursue your dreams and energize the workforce and the communities that you will serve. As you begin this exciting new chapter, please know that your extended UCF family is always here for you. Your UCF alumni organization offers networking, career assistance, and camaraderie with fellow black and gold wearing friends who share a special bond with you. Through events and mentorship, there are opportunities to cheer on future graduates, whether it be in athletics or in the classroom. Wherever life takes you, you're guaranteed to find fellow Knights from your alumni chapters and clubs programs that span the globe, along with many ways to stay involved with your alma mater and make a meaningful impact here. In 2016, a group of new graduates initiated the tradition of a class gift. Since then, thousands of students have contributed funds to advance the excellence and impact of their university. Each graduating student who participated received an intertwined gold and white graduation cord as a thank you gift. Thank you, fellow Knights, for investing in your beloved UCF. As alumnites, your trajectory of success has just begun. And congratulations to each one of you. And as always, go Knights, charge on.
Thank you, Garrison. Graduates, we are all so proud of the success you have earned. And as we close our ceremony, know that UCF will play a tremendous role in what is to come in our state and world. Through bold business ventures and partnerships, great discoveries, life-changing inventions, and through providing solutions to challenges we know about and those that have yet to even emerge. You, our graduates, are a major part of everything we will achieve. We hope you retain the unmatched optimism, curiosity, and compassion that first brought you to UCF. We wish you much happiness and success in all you do. And above all, we hope you will keep reaching for the stars. Before we go, please join me in recognizing the contributions of two people who helped make this such a memorable event. Our bagpipers, Reginald Lyle and Ben Pugh. We will conclude our ceremony by singing the alma mater. You will find the words on the back cover of your program. Afterward, we will have the recession of the platform party and the faculty. All guests should then exit the arena and meet your graduate outside. Thank you all for joining us for today's commencement ceremony. Will all who are able please rise? And gentlemen, will you again remove your caps? And before we sing, just one more time, go Knights!
All hail to alma mater, whose banner black and gold will wave in fame and splendor as the passing years unfold. May loyalty